Lesson 6.3, solving systems of equations with substitution. This is the third method or way to get an answer to where two lines intersect. So what we're trying to look for is one equation has to start with either x equals something or y equals something. That tells me I know what that variable is, even though it's an expression, but then I can substitute it into the other equation. So in this first one, I see y equals this, 4x plus 22. So think of in basketball or any sport where you'd have a substitute. Y is one player, 4x plus 22 is a player. They go in for each other. But it wouldn't do me any good to put it in for this y, because then I would just have it equaling itself. That's silly. I'm going to put it into y in the other equation. So I'm making a substitution. So y comes out, and instead I replace it with 4x plus 22 needs to equal negative 7x. Okay, so then from there I'm solving. I would want to subtract 4x on both sides. Negative 7 minus 4 more would be negative 11x, and then all I got to do is divide by negative 11, which makes x be negative 2. So that would be my first number in my ordered pair. Now you have options again. Pick one of the original equations to plug negative 2 back into. I know that the bottom one is definitely going to be faster for me because y is simply equal to negative 7 times my x value I found, and that would make positive 14. So that's where my two lines cross. Right, number 2, I don't, first off, really see, if I just look at it like this, something where it starts x or y equals something, but I do if I look here and I see, well, okay, this actually is x equals negative 2y. Now it kind of helps me recognize that x is this. It is a substitute for x. So in this other equation, when I see x, I can take it out and put its substitute in of negative 2y. So this would say negative 8 times something. So it'd be negative 8 times my replacement of negative 2y. Close it up. And then I continue writing minus y equals 30. You should only have just y or just x in it now. You can't solve an equation with x and y in it. So negative 8 times negative 2y would be 16y minus y equals 30. I can put my like terms together. That would be 15y equals 30. Divide by 15. So y must be 2. So that's my second number. Pick an equation to plug that y into. It's definitely going to be easier to pick the one that says x is, or x equals this, which was this guy. X will equal negative 2 times the y I just found. So that would be negative 4. And number 3. I see it again where x equals this 3y plus 4. So this is a replacement for x, but again, it wouldn't do me any good to put it here. I need to put it in here. So I'm going to take out x and I'm going to put in its substitute. So it'd be 4 times the 3y plus 4 minus 5y equals 23. Distribute. Combine your like terms. 12 minus 5 would be 7y. Subtract 16 and divide by 7. So y is 1. Pick an equation to plug that back into. Again, I definitely like the one that says x is this, so that I'm not having to solve. I'm just simply plugging and chugging. I am doing order of operations. So it's 3 times my y value added to 4. That would be 3 plus 4 makes x be 7. And that is it. That is substitution.